This time on Woody's Garage, 50 cc's of crude crud.
Okay, next day, I got both tires patched up. The rear took 2 patches. Pretty much the same deal as doing the front one, except I got better at it. We threw it on so that we can see if we can start this thing. Found a crusty Kickstarter for a S90, CL90. And I also found a front brake lever to put on. But we want to see if this thing will run. Let the nightmares begin, right? Okay, we put some gas down the spark plug hole. Oh, I don't hear it tipping over. Kickstarter poked a hole through the bottom of my shoe. It kind of feels like the clutch is hanging up, not giving it full engagement. I'm gonna see if I got spark again. And the bottom of my cheap shoe. Okay. I don't know. Let's try it again. Ah, beautiful. Kickstart slipped. It's good for the splines. Oh yeah, feels as bad as a CL90. There'll be no compression at all. Let's see if I can get this, hold this between my legs. Well, I can't. When I put my finger over the hole and kick it over, it definitely blows it off. So there's compression. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Really should start. Okay, I think we're at top dead center. And that valve is tight as can be. The exhaust down here, it's got a little wiggle room to it. So I think we should adjust those. Pretty tough to get a feeler gauge in there, although these are really made for it. That's about right. Although, you know, I can't even see in there to see it, but, you know, at least it's a little loose right now, and the exhaust feels the same way. Down here. So a little play. That's all that really matters right now. Let's try it again. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't feel good. Yeah, that was bad news. Half expected it to just start right up, right? Shit. Okay, well, I'm thinking that weak spark isn't helping anything either. So we're going to file the points. Nice little rust spot there, huh? Where it's been sitting. And see if we can get a better spark out of it. This is dry too, so I can actually run it like this, and and I can actually put a drill on the flywheel nut and to turn it over, which might help too. Okay, I've got it laid down to the side. A little oil on that rust patch. And you can see, of course, I can't see a thing with the camera's right in the sun, but I'm guessing you can see in there points right there. And that gap looks pretty tight. I gotta go look up what it is. I'd love to eat lunch, but I will probably lose this great sun. So I might look it up quick and try to set them. And they look fairly clean, believe it or not, but that's looking from here. So I pretty much eyeballed these. I couldn't get the feeler gauge in there. I couldn't find my thin feeler gauges. Set it to 013, and we'll see what this does. Yeah. Heard that. So did I. Kick. Needs more gas. More gas down the spark plug hole. Doesn't sound bad at all. Now it's weird. I mean, I'm absolutely thrilled right now. But I mean, everything I've touched on this bike has been fucked up. I tried to take off the slide that's frozen in because I thought I could dribble gas straight down there. I tried to take off the air filter. I can't get that nut off. But yeah, the points were just, you know, they weren't open. So this is a start for sure. Let's see if I can get it running a little bit better. I got the air filter clamp loose by putting the vice grips on the end here and turning it. Now it also holds on the air filter. This looks like a 10mm, and it looks like it's got a ground on it too, so we'll take that off. Yeah, we got that off. Here's the air filter. Beauty, huh? Everything I look at on this bike is a surprise. I guarantee there's nothing in it, but we'll leave that for a surprise later on. Okay, a couple of reasons I really wanted to get in here is to see if I get some oil on the throttle slide so that it will move, and then we can put gas in there instead of down the spark plug hole. Yeah, the gas tank's off. Should have taken that off a long time ago. Easier access. I was trying to start it right now and it's not starting, but I've put a lot of oil down in that carburetor trying to get that slider loose. Another thing to do right now would be to take off the carburetor. I'm just scared I'm going to rip that gasket and I don't have another one. And it's going to kind of hold me up, although I suppose I can make one. Geez, look at the spark we got now. What we had? Wow, that's kind of weird. Sparks for a while and no. Very odd. Maybe it's this ground. That is the strangest thing. This thing was sparking like no tomorrow. Like, biggest spark I've ever seen. And now it's not doing anything. Well, I'm wondering if that last gasp of big spark was from like a condenser going out. These look like, if you can see in there, I mean, there's such a good solder job on the condenser that there's no way somebody did that. It looks factory. So I mean, new points and condenser does wonders for these things. But with the tank off, you also get an idea. I mean, I don't see the frame broken any place. You know, bolt missing from the seat. You know, when it ran too, I didn't see anything coming out of the exhaust, and that could be plugged too. I hate to take that rusty thing off. Oh, what's all this goop? Ah ha ha. Jeez, there's so much hiding on these things. Ah, brother. I just noticed a coil wire on it too. It is like zip cord. It's pretty bad. But I don't know, it doesn't look like it's loose. I'm sure it could be points and condenser, you know? I don't know why I keep fighting with it. Probably because I just want it to work, right? Got plenty we can do. I mean, gotta order those, I guess. The tires are holding air, I guess that's a good thing. We're working on the hub with a JB Weld. This is the other one that needed the tapping, which might be the one I end up using. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, almost every corner I turn on this thing, there's something kind of screwed up. Got my money's worth, I guess. Okay, I took off the front brake one screw right there. You can see the difference in profile here. If this was filed down flat to look like that, it would work just fine. Yeah, it's not a bad fit. Still have front brakes. Well, I moved the bike inside. It's getting a little chilly out. I can't believe it. I guess it's September, so it's starting to get a little cold. But, you know, you just can't keep your hands off a new project. Found some good points in condenser. I gotta wait till I have some money to order those up and some other parts. But I figured I'd get it in. Let's take a look at the carb. We just loosened it up. It doesn't even look like there's a gasket in there. This thing is just amazing. But we want to free up the slider and see what's in the bowl. I'm sure it's amazing. So yeah, we got the carb off. No gasket. It does have an O-ring. That's actually surprising. You can see the slide in there. Looks like there's some kind of gunk on it there. But not as horrible looking as you'd think. Let's get the bowl off, take a look. Crusto. Look at that. But the gas was creeping in there. You know, the gas I put down the tube. I wanted to take it off this way because I still can't get the slide out. So that I can put some oil up in here. Up in the main jet there. Because I'm sure that's clogged. That looks pretty corroded. And, you know, it might free up the needle that's stuck in there. In this carb, there's a screw that holds down the float and the float pin there. It's different than the older style Z50 carburetors. I'll see if I can get that out of there. The screw is out. So it appears the needle valve in here is stuck, which is attached to the float, and I don't want to yank on the float because it's old and plastic. So I'm going to try blasting some air into the tube here and seeing if we can free it up that way. I don't want to budge. Some weird looking junk in that bowl, huh? Like brown, and it's like salt and pepper. Yeah, using a chopstick, getting the most of it out of there. This is one of those situations where the stuff has been corroded for so long that you gotta like leave some oil. Just let it penetrate a little bit and you know, let it do the work, because I'd like to take out that main jet on the bottom there, but I got a feeling it's just gonna like, you know, break because it's so crusty. So hopefully the oil will do away with the crust, and then we can get on to that. Yeah, I'm really curious about this paint here. I took you know, a little bit of gas and I put it on there, and it started coming off right away. So, you know, I think I can get the fenders back down to red. The gas tank, on the other hand, boy, what a beaut, huh? I'm kind of curious on it though. I'd like to even out some of the Bondo here. And I was thinking, you know, you can kind of see the old Honda emblem underneath here, and sanding it to the point that it's clean looking, and you know, leave it kind of patinaed but smooth, and I'm gonna put a clear coat on it and leave it like that, because look at how huge this thing is for this little mini bike. A mini bike's so friggin' small, and this thing is just like a full-size almost gas tank. Well, I should probably be working on the inside of the gas tank, but that's no fun. Let's do something fun for a change. Let's get this Bondo down to get the crunchies off. Already started here. Got the slide out, doesn't look horrible. What I did was I put, where is it? Who knows where it is? This chopstick. I slid this in. I made it really flat, so I just kind of tapped it in, and it got kind of loose, and finally I was able to give it a little nudge like that, and the slide came out. So that's a good thing. The needle jet is still stuck in the car, but I got it kind of soaking down there. I'll just leave it for the evening. The main jet is like totally clogged, and I tried to unscrew it, and there's just no way. That carb is pretty corroded. And I found a pair of grips for it too. Look pretty slick, huh? And the tank's just as ugly as before.